Hey, it's Susie Q, working with the AKASHIC Records, moving into automatic writing, getting guidance from my soul's messages, my AKASHIC Records, and my body messages, and also some of the other energies that are always in play. And so today, I have to just say that some of this stuff is so crazy when I'm reading. When I'm reading it, I can read it, but when I'm saying it out loud, it's a tongue twister. So let's just bear with me. So, cray cray. All right, so we're going to get started. We're going to have one piece here and see what you think. All right. Transitory nature of fluidity and, and motion exemplifies the naturalness of change. In a flash, something most wonderful occurs. In a flash, something most wonderful dissipates. So be it that in spiraling spheres of swirling energies, spinning in and weaving about the field of your knowing, touch into this stream. As above, so below. These streams of energy are in the highest and most sacred sites on this planet. Where, you ask, may these be? Encased within the axis of your most juiciest central nervous system is the beacon, the conduit of your position in time and space continuum. Wherever you go, there you are, right? In this eternal meter of your body, of your choosing, your central nervous system can be both charming and pubescent. Calibrate and ruminate the desires of your central navigating system. Actualize if you are ready for the next rung on the ladder. In essence, there is no ladder. There is simply space. What now will you do? Allowance of seeing these energetic streams spinning to and fro, around and round your central navigating system. Be expectant of transfixing with crystalline particles within your very structure, all here right now. Accessing these crystalline particles to do as they do, to heal the underlying biological systems that are present for urgent care. How so? As above, so below. Within the skin you're in, this suit of divinity is the cosmos, and manifest and source energy is ready and willing to say yes to your desires of your heart's intent. Resources abound within your treasury of biological content. Change, happenstance, is always available to you, my dears. You are loved, you are loved, you are loved. Okay. So if I could read it. That's crazy. So we're looking at some of these streams of consciousness. I kind of go back into a number of years ago where I was kind of working with more water energy. And when that was happening for me, maybe in a lucid dream or in some level of a dream state, I don't even know what it was, but I could go to these different places. A lot of times when we're working with that water energy or that stream of consciousness through water energy, I would kind of go in, like, let's just say might have been like a lucid dream, or it could be an Akashic record. I can't really discern, which place and which state they're in. But what I found was when I would go deep into the water, and there would be me and some sort of impression of me, and then there would be these beautiful energies that were just, maybe like they were like little. I can't even say what they are, but all of this energy was underneath the water. And what you could do is that if you could just go in there and then just touch into that energy, and it was just moving energy, and that water was just so spectacular. So sometimes when we think about there's something that's moving really, really fast and we want to kind of touch it, sometimes you could just kind of touch it and then feel that vibration, feel that support and that willingness to just go, yes, there's something here and I just want to touch into it. So when I first started doing that, I was just touching it a little bit, and then I could get that vibe. I could catch it. Woo! I could feel that amazing energy that was coming through. And so sometimes it could be horizontal or vertical. So the horizontal was more in the ocean when I was working with those energies. And it was kind of evident that there was some energy moving. It wasn't a huge amount, of energy right there, but there was just enough happening that you could kind of touch into it, touch into that stream of consciousness or that stream of energy. I don't even know how to even say that. But sometimes when we go vertical with some of these energies, these streams of energies, is that sometimes you can go up vertical and then you might want to maybe touch into that space. It could be something that you could see. Maybe people can't perceive it because it's pure energy, but sometimes you can see that motion that's going on with the vertical and with the horizontal. But when you're looking at the vertical piece, sometimes you could just go like, I just want to put my hand in there and see what it feels like, and it's extraordinary. And then there was one other time when I was working with these streams of energy, or I don't even really know what it means. You know, it could be like portals or really light portals. I don't even know. But when we were working once with a vertical piece, is that you could maybe just put like a little bit of your fingers in there or a little bit of your arm in there. Or in some other instances, when I've had these types of lucid dreaming or different ways of looking at life, right, is that instead of just going into that vertical and then kind of touching into it, but then you could also jump into that vibration. And so that happened probably back in, I don't know, maybe like 2014, maybe 2014 is when that happened. And so when you start looking at that, if you maybe touch into it and then maybe you go into it completely, it's like there's absolutely no time. There's no time. There is absolutely no time. And so you might think it's going to be like, how do I get out of here? But it was just when you go into that stream and you jump into that line of energy, you just go up into space in a different way. I can't even process it. It's so crazy. But then when you go back, you decide to go back down to planet Earth, go to the surface of the planet, and then you might look at your watch and go, well, that was like, it wasn't even a second. So all of these states of consciousness and energy that's moving is very, very powerful. So vertical or horizontal energies are assisting us. And I haven't had that recently, but I remember when I first started having that, and I just found it really extraordinary. It was kind of, once you kind of, especially with the water, when it was horizontal, is that you could just feel it. You just felt like, it felt so, there was no words. I really had no words at that time, but the vertical piece was the one that really took me out into another state of consciousness. And then I came back, and of course, there was absolutely no time in that space. So all of these energies we're working with, and all of these written pieces and soul messages and AKASHIC records and curiosity, all of these things I think are helping us. And so the more that we can kind of lean into some of these thought constructs, some people may like go, I can't really believe, I can't believe it. Sometimes I can't believe it either. It's been so long. I've written about some of those horizontal and vertical energies. I don't even know where that written piece is anymore. So, but these energies I think they're here to help us. I think they're giving us a guidepost for having a better experience here. Let's just say we come from other sources. We come from Source or God, or we could come from different star systems, whatever that is. But I think all of this is helping us to get boots on the ground, to feel grounded here, to enjoy the experience. Some people are like, I'm not into this, right? But maybe there's something that you're going to learn, or maybe there's something that you'll be teaching, or maybe that there's something about you that just needs to go a little bit more quiet, more relaxed, more in a harmonization with what is happening now. All of these energies are so ripe, and I think for each one of us that are here, it's kind of fun and cheeky just talking about some of these stories that I've experienced through, again, the Akashic records, through soul messages, through just hearing and listening. So when I'm writing, I quickly go to the keyboard and then I listen. And it could be maybe 2 or 3 or 4 words, and then all of a sudden it just starts happening really fast. So I can type really fast. Sometimes it's really nice too when you do automatic writing with the Akashic records or soul messages, is that you can just, you can doodle, you can get a piece of paper and I think when I was back in Houston, I was with a friend for like 6 months, and I did automatic writing every day. And every day it was a different kind of conversation, on the paper. And but all of these things are fun, and I think everybody's kind of getting a little bit more guidance. I think we all want a little bit more guidance right now, right? We want to have a better experience with loving ourselves and loving others, and just acknowledging the beautiful breath of life that we are, and even with your, relationships with your family and your loved ones and the cats down the street, and also working with that beautiful sense of miracles and abundance and prosperity. And mostly, I think, through this state of consciousness that we're living in, is it's really about our body. When we come here, we come here boldly, right? And then all of a sudden things are shifting and changing in the body. But the more that you can really take a good look and sound, or any way that you can perceive your body's messages, it could be through any kind of perceptions that you have. Mine comes through pretty quickly because I just notice something is funny over here. Maybe there's something funny over here. Maybe I got something over here. But I start working immediately with some of these energies. And occasionally I'll need to get some help. Most of everything I do is fairly holistic. And I enjoy exploring and seeing if I can get some stuff done, how can I do better with clearing some things in my field. And even when you're looking at the field, you're thinking about emotions and the body and all of these different things. But all of this right here, right now, right here and right now is a great opportunity for you to just slow down a little bit. Just slow down. All right, we'll see you soon, and namaste.